Watch. It's for you, Dad. Happy birthday.
The film The Chases features a shocking moment that captivated audiences when Angie Dickinson took a bold risk that left fans in disbelief. Known for her stunning performances, Dickinson's role in this drama highlights her range as an actress. As part of a star-studded ensemble, she portrayed a character that combined vulnerability and strength. Her ability to convey complex emotions while interacting with legends like Marlon Brando, Jane Fonda, and Robert Redford added depth to the film. The chemistry among the cast is palpable, yet it was Dickinson's daring choice in a pivotal scene that truly resonated with viewers. As the drama unfolds, her performance hangs in the balance between desperation and defiance, showcasing her talent. The ensemble also includes E.G. Marshall, Janice Rule, Miriam Hopkins, Martha Heyer, Robert Duvall, and Richard Bradford, all contributing to a rich narrative that explores themes of love, betrayal, and the human condition. The intensity of their performances creates an unforgettable cinematic experience. The storyline follows Bubba Reeves, played by Robert Redford, who escapes from prison just before completing his sentence. Bubba is a man wrongfully imprisoned for a crime he did not commit, which adds a layer of complexity to his character. His escape sets off a chain of events that reveals the tensions and conflicts within the small town of Terrell County. The local sheriff, Calder, is portrayed as a man stuck in a job he despises. He took the position largely due to the influence of Val Rogers, the wealthiest man in town, who has his own interests in maintaining control over the community. Calder's character is marked by a sense of frustration and resignation as he grapples with the moral implications of his role in the justice system. The sheriff's internal struggle is highlighted as he tries to balance his duty to uphold the law with his growing awareness of the injustices surrounding him. As Bubba's escape unfolds, the tension escalates, leading to confrontations that challenge both men. The film explores themes of power, corruption, and the quest for redemption, making it a compelling narrative that resonates with the audience. The interactions between Bubba and Calder serve as a reflection of the broader societal issues at play, ultimately questioning the nature of justice and the impact of wealth on law enforcement.
Where is he?
I don't talk to sheriffs, Calder. You ought to know that.
As the story unfolds, Anna Reeves finds herself entangled in a complicated affair with Jake Rogers, the son of Val, while her husband Bubba is away. This relationship adds tension to the already strained atmosphere of the town, which is rife with gossip and speculation about Bubba's return. The townspeople are divided in their opinions, each harboring their own beliefs about Bubba's character and the circumstances surrounding his absence. Many mistakenly view him as a murderer, which only intensifies the moral decay that permeates the community. Sheriff Calder, tasked with maintaining order, faces challenges as he navigates the conflicting emotions and judgments of the townsfolk. The film paints a vivid picture of how personal relationships can intertwine with broader societal issues, revealing the fragility of trust and the impact of betrayal. As Anna's affair with Jake complicates matters further, the town's dynamics shift, showcasing the deep-seated issues that arise when loyalty is tested. The narrative serves as a reflection on the consequences of infidelity and the moral dilemmas faced by individuals in a small town, ultimately highlighting the pervasive sense of decay that affects everyone involved.
Damon Fuller. And this year, about 8 days from now, I think I'm going to treat myself.
The film explores deep and troubling themes such as racism, the sexual revolution, small-town corruption, and vigilantism. Set against the backdrop of a small town, it reveals how these issues intertwine and affect the lives of its residents. The characters navigate a world where prejudice and fear often dictate their actions, reflecting the societal tensions of the 1960s. The sexual revolution is portrayed through the relationships and conflicts that arise, showcasing the struggle for personal freedom and the push against traditional norms. A particularly brutal scene stands out in the film, where Sheriff Calder, played by Marlon Brando, faces a harrowing moment of violence. In this scene, he is brutally beaten by Richard Bradford, which serves as a stark representation of the lawlessness and moral decay present in the town. This moment not only highlights the physical brutality, but also symbolizes the larger themes of power and corruption. The sheriff, who is meant to uphold the law, becomes a victim of the very chaos he is trying to control. This scene leaves a lasting impact, emphasizing the film's commentary on the fragility of justice in a corrupt society. The interplay of these themes creates a rich narrative that challenges viewers to reflect on the complexities of human behavior and societal structures. The film's portrayal of violence and moral ambiguity invites discussions about the consequences of unchecked power and the struggle for justice in a flawed world.
Huh? I'll send for you when I get there. You come if you want, don't if you don't want.
I will want.
Producer Sam Spiegel faced a significant challenge when casting Marlon Brando for the film The Chase. He was concerned about Brando's passion for motorcycles, fearing that it could lead to a serious accident during production. This worry stemmed from Brando's reputation for being adventurous and sometimes reckless. Spiegel's apprehension highlighted the risks involved in working with such a dynamic actor, especially given the physical demands of the role. In addition to the casting concerns, the script underwent major changes. Lillian Hellman, the original screenwriter, had her work completely rewritten. This decision was not taken lightly, as it altered the vision she had for the film. The final cut of the movie was not shown to her before its release, which left her feeling sidelined and frustrated. The changes made to her script reflected the producer's desire to shape the film into something that would appeal to a broader audience, but it also meant that Hellman's original intentions were lost in the process. The combination of Brando's casting and the script changes created a unique atmosphere on set, filled with tension and uncertainty about the film's direction.
In there. Get on in there. And lock the door. Lock the door.
Spiegel signed the then relatively unknown Robert Redford to play Bubber in the film The Chase. This casting choice was significant as it marked one of Redford's early leading roles, showcasing his talent to a wider audience. However, the film faced challenges from the start. Arthur Penn directed the movie, but his relationship with Spiegel was contentious. This tension affected the production, leading to creative differences that would haunt the film's release. Penn later disowned the final cut, expressing dissatisfaction with how the project turned out. Upon its release, The Chase was met with a disappointing reception from both critics and audiences. The film struggled to find its footing, resulting in a critical and financial disappointment. This failure marked a turning point for Spiegel's career, signaling the beginning of a downward trajectory. The combination of a troubled production, a discontented director, and a lackluster reception ultimately overshadowed the film's potential, leaving a lasting impact on those involved.
Hey, come on, let's go see Lester.
Columbia Pictures later approached director Arthur Penn with an offer to re-edit The Chase, but he turned it down. The experience of making the film had been painful for him, and he did not want to revisit it. This decision reflected the challenges he faced during production, which included creative differences and the pressures of the studio system. Meanwhile, Robert Duvall's performance in the film marked a significant moment in his career. He earned $30,000 for his role, which was his biggest paycheck at that time. This financial success was a stepping stone for Duvall, who would go on to become one of the most respected actors in Hollywood. On the other hand, Faye Dunaway faced harsh criticism during her early career. Casting directors told her she wasn't pretty enough for movies, and advised her to focus on theater instead. This rejection did not deter her, as she eventually became a leading actress in the film industry, known for her talent and striking performances. The journey of these actors, and the decisions made during the production of The Chase highlight the complexities of the film industry in the 1960s.
I just come along.
You just come along to visit in the white girl's room? You go in that room?
Initially, Marlon Brando was set to take on the role of Jake Rogers in the 1966 film The Chase. This casting choice generated considerable excitement, as Brando was a prominent figure in Hollywood at the time. Alongside him, there were discussions about casting either Marilyn Monroe or Kim Novak for the role of Anna Reeves. Both actresses were iconic, and would have brought a unique flair to the character. However, as the production progressed, changes were made due to Brando's age, which led to a reevaluation of the casting decisions. In a twist of fate, Marlon Brando's sister, Jocelyn Brando, found her way into the film in a smaller role as Miss Briggs. Jocelyn's appearance in The Chase added a personal touch to the film, connecting the Brando family to the project in a different way. While her role may not have been as prominent as that of her brother, it still contributed to the film's overall narrative and showcased the talent within the Brando family. The shifts in casting reflect the dynamic nature of film production and the impact of personal circumstances on creative decisions.
So, tell Ann I want to see her, will you?
Tell her yourself.
Brando expressed his discontent with his role in the chase, feeling that he merely wandered through the film without a significant purpose. This dissatisfaction likely stemmed from his desire for a more impactful character that would allow him to showcase his acting skills. The film's narrative and his character's arc did not resonate with him, leading to a sense of frustration. In an effort to enhance the realism of the fight scene, the filmmakers took a unique approach. They instructed the actors to punch Brando in slow motion. This technique allowed for a more dramatic effect when the footage was processed at normal speed, creating a striking visual that heightened the intensity of the scene. This method not only added a layer of authenticity to the fight, but also showcased Brando's commitment to his craft, even when he was not fully satisfied with his role. The combination of his discontent and the innovative filming techniques contributed to a memorable cinematic experience that still resonates with audiences today.
Need a good lawyer. Maybe he can hire my daddy.
You're gonna need a better lawyer.
Despite the order on the cast list, Jane Fonda had less screen time than Angie Dickinson in the 1966 film The Chase. This surprising fact highlights the strength of Dickinson's role, which many critics and audiences praised. Her performance added depth to the film, making it a more engaging production overall. Dickinson's ability to capture the audience's attention contributed significantly to the film's impact, showcasing her talent and presence on screen. In 1993, Dickinson had a notable incident on the TV show, This Is Your Life. During the show, she became upset and stormed out, which led to a shift in how some people viewed her. This moment caused a loss of respect from certain audiences, as they felt her reaction was unprofessional. Despite this incident, Dickinson's contributions to film and television remain significant, and her performances continue to be remembered fondly by fans and critics alike.
You just going, wait a second now.
The Chase, a 1966 film starring Marlon Brando and Robert Redford, has sparked a variety of opinions since its release, often evoking strong feelings regarding its themes and execution. While some viewers might find the film to be a troubling reflection of its time, others see it as an insightful exploration of social dynamics within a small southern town. One of the primary criticisms of The Chase is its perceived lack of coherence and the seemingly tedious nature of its plot. Some reviewers expressed disappointment in the film's pacing, suggesting that it could have effectively conveyed its message in a much shorter time frame. They argue that what could have been a gripping narrative was instead diluted by drawn-out sequences that feel aimless, leaving audiences questioning its overall purpose. This sentiment is heightened by critiques of the performances, where even legendary actors are said to fall short of expectations, undermining the film's potential impact. In contrast, other viewers appreciate the film's deeper undertones, highlighting that The Chase is more a drama than a traditional thriller. They argue that the film isn't about the cat and mouse chase that the title implies, but rather an investigation into the social structures that govern life in a divided community. This interpretation reveals the story of socio-economic disparities, moral conflicts, and the inherent brutality of the societal system. The focal points lie not just in the physical escape from captivity, but in the psychological and social entrapments of the characters. This character-driven narrative ultimately shapes the film's legacy. While Marlon Brando's commanding presence is noted as a strong point, contributing to a riveting central performance, the nuance and complexity of the ensemble cast cannot be overlooked either. Many reviews praise the way the actors embody the roles that reflect the tensions and grievances simmering beneath the surface of this small town. The interaction between rich and poor, the implications of power, and the moral ambiguities faced by the characters add layers that resonate beyond the runtime of the film. Moreover, some scenes within The Chase have been noted for their unusual brutality for the era, with one particularly gruesome police station fight serving as a stark reminder of the film's thematic weight. These moments contribute to a sense of realism that contrasts sharply with the expectations of a typical action film, challenging the audience to grapple with uncomfortable truths about society and human nature. In conclusion, The Chase stands as a polarizing film that may disappoint those looking for an action-packed thriller, but captivates others with its social commentary and character exploration. Viewers may find themselves grappling with conflicting emotions about the performances and the film's pacing, but ultimately, it presents a multifaceted narrative that prompts reflection on the darker aspects of a community's fabric. For those willing to look beyond the surface, The Chase offers a profound if messy exploration of its themes.
I'm grateful and angry with Mr. Rogers.
Are you grateful? Are you grateful, Mrs. Ella?
See.
As the credits roll on this gripping tale of desire, chaos, and the consequences of action, the story of The Chase does not truly end here. We invite you to delve deeper into the lives of the people who brought this unforgettable film to life. What became of the talented cast after the camera stopped rolling? Each actor's journey post-production paints a captivating picture, filled with triumphs, struggles, and unexpected turns. Did they find continued success in Hollywood, or did they step away from the spotlight entirely? From the charismatic leads who captivated audiences to the talented supporting players who left their mark, their stories are rich and varied. Some faced the pressures of fame head-on, while others turned their backs on the industry. Their fates reveal a fascinating contrast to the intense drama of the film itself. Join us as we uncover the real-life epilogues of these stars, and explore how their experiences mirror, and sometimes starkly contrast, the intense emotions depicted in The Chase.
This town, pay your salary. Called her to protect the place.
Well, if anything happens to...
Grady Sutton portrayed Mr. Siftifius in the 1966 movie The Chase, a character marked by his peculiarities and the underlying tension that often accompanies his interactions. Sutton's portrayal added a layer of complexity, hinting at deeper emotional struggles and social nuances surrounding his role. After The Chase, Sutton's career took on various forms, yet he found himself often relegated to smaller roles, which hinted at a decline in both prominence and prestige in Hollywood. In his personal life, Sutton faced significant hardships. He struggled with the darker side of fame, dealing with bouts of alcoholism and the pressures of the entertainment industry. Scandals surrounded his later years, including rumors of erratic behavior and strained relationships with peers, which cast a shadow over his artistic legacy. His once bright career began to fade, leading him into relative obscurity. The last known information suggests that Sutton lived out his years away from the public eye, with few updates on his activities or well-being. His later life remains shrouded in mystery, leaving a poignant reminder of a once prominent figure lost to the sands of time.
Lives.
In the 1966 film The Chase, Jocelyn Brando portrayed Mistress Briggs, a role that showcased her ability to convey deep emotional complexity amidst a tense narrative. Her performance highlighted the layers of a woman caught in the chaotic aftermath of societal tensions, revealing a sense of vulnerability and strength. This role served as a pivotal moment in her career, reflecting her talent in bringing depth to seemingly minor characters. Beyond her film work, Brando faced significant challenges in her life. She was often overshadowed by her brother, legendary actor Marlon Brando, which added strain to her own Hollywood journey. In the late 1950s, she experienced personal hardships as her marriage fell apart amidst her husband's struggles with addiction. These difficulties were compounded by the pressures of living in her brother's shadow, leading to periods of isolation and reflection. In her later years, Jocelyn Brando retreated from the spotlight, focusing on personal pursuits and smaller stage projects. She remained fiercely private, rarely discussing her personal life or the shadows cast by familial expectations. The last known information reveals that she lived a quiet life until her passing in 2005, remembered not only for her talent, but also for her resilience through adversity.
Salary. Called her to protect the place.
Well, if anything happens to you, Lem, we'll...
Miriam Hopkins portrayed Mistress Reeves in the 1966 film The Chase, bringing depth to a complex character trapped in a web of deception and emotional turmoil. Her performance highlighted her ability to convey fragility and strength, showcasing her talent as an actress who could navigate intense psychological landscapes. Despite her successful role in The Chase, Hopkins faced significant challenges in her life. Throughout her career, she was known for her fierceness and ambition, often clashing with directors and peers. This volatile personality contributed to her being cast aside during the rise of younger stars in Hollywood. Her personal life was marked by tumult and scandal. She was married 3 times, with her second marriage to famed producer and director Anatole Lidovac being particularly tumultuous, marked by allegations of infidelity and control issues. Hopkins suffered from financial instability in her later years, a stark contrast to her earlier success. She faced struggles with depression and loneliness as her career waned. Miriam Hopkins passed away in 1972, leaving behind a legacy of both brilliance and struggle. The last known information about her life was that she spent her final years in relative obscurity, reflecting on her past glories while grappling with the shadows of her personal and professional life.
Nothing wrong?
In the 1966 film The Chase, Jane Fonda portrayed Anna Reeves, a complex character caught in the web of violence and emotional turmoil that grips a small Texas town. Fonda's performance captured Anna's vulnerability while subtly hinting at her strength, illuminating her character's struggles against societal expectations and personal demons. This role showcased Fonda's ability to embody deep emotional unrest, setting the stage for her evolving career. Following The Chase, Jane Fonda's life was marked by both artistic triumphs and personal challenges. She received critical acclaim for her roles in films like Barefoot in the Park and Clute, winning Academy Awards, but her life was not without scandal. Her marriage to French director Roger Vadim ended in turmoil, and her subsequent relationship with activist Tom Hayden brought scrutiny as she became an outspoken critic of the Vietnam War. Fonda faced backlash for her controversial trip to Hanoi in 1972, where she was labeled Hanoi Jane by many, igniting a firestorm of public outrage. In her later years, Fonda confronted personal trials, including struggles with body image and arthritis, while also embracing activism, focusing on environmental issues and women's rights. Recently, she has remained a prominent figure, attending events and using social media to advocate for various causes, revealing a commitment to a life of purpose beyond the screen. Her impact, both in film and activism, continues to resonate today.
Boy. Wait, like the man said.
E.G. Marshall's portrayal of Val Rogers in the 1966 movie The Chase highlighted his ability to embody complexity and darkness. Val is a man caught in a tumultuous web of deceit, showcasing Marshall's skill in conveying deep emotional turmoil. The character reflects the struggles of being trapped in a desperate situation, mirroring aspects of Marshall's own life. After The Chase, E.G. Marshall continued his successful career in film and theater, but faced personal hardships that painted a more complicated picture of his life. Known for his work on The Defenders and the iconic Twilight Zone, he battled the pressures of Hollywood. His off-screen life saw the shadow of scandals, particularly the fallout from his marriage to his first wife, which was marred by infidelity allegations. Despite the turmoil, Marshall maintained a resilient public image. Later years revealed further challenges. He experienced health issues that led to limitations in his work. E.G. Marshall passed away in 1998, leaving a legacy marked by his gripping performances and the haunting complexities of his personal saga. His final days were spent in quiet reflection, away from the spotlight, emphasizing the contrast between his compelling on-screen roles and the often troubled reality of his life.
Wife's joking, sir.
Don't apologize for me. I don't like it, Junior.
In the 1966 film The Chase, Bruce Cabot portrayed Saul, a character caught in a web of tension and moral conflict. Saul's presence exposes the darker sides of human nature and societal decay, reflecting themes of desperation and corruption. Cabot's performance added a layer of complexity to the film, showcasing his ability to delve into the psyche of troubled characters. Bruce Cabot, born in 1904, had a long career in Hollywood, primarily recognized for his roles in adventure films and westerns. His early career was marked by notable films, including King Kong in 1933, where he played the male lead, showcasing his rugged screen persona. However, Cabot's personal life was filled with turmoil. He faced multiple marriages, each fraught with challenges and allegations of infidelity. His penchant for alcohol led to difficulties on set and strained relationships in his private life. In the late years of his life, Cabot struggled with health issues, fading into relative obscurity. He faced financial hardships and battled against the changing tides of Hollywood that often left him behind. His last known films were in the 1970s, with few appearances thereafter. He passed away in 1972, leaving behind a legacy mixed with brilliant performances, personal demons, and a life marked by both triumph and tragedy. Marlon Brando's portrayal of Sheriff Calder in the 1966 film The Chase is a complex mix of authority and underlying menace. As the sheriff in a small Texas town, Brando embodies a figure often caught between justice and chaos, revealing the darkness lurking beneath the surface of his character. His performance is marked by a palpable tension, hinting at the struggles within Calder as he navigates personal and social conflicts. Brando's off-screen life was equally tumultuous. He faced numerous personal hardships, including a troubled childhood marked by familial strife. His career oscillated between monumental success and deep controversies. Brando was often embroiled in scandals, including his refusal to accept the Academy Award in 1973 in protest against Hollywood's portrayal of Native Americans. He battled weight issues and reclusiveness in his later years, leading to public perceptions of a reclined celebrity. Despite his personal demons, Brando remained a pivotal figure in American cinema. His last years were spent in relative isolation, with interviews revealing a man reflective and often regretful of his decisions. Brando passed away in 2004, but his legacy endures in film and popular culture. His life serves as a cautionary tale about the price of fame and the demons that often accompany it.
What's the matter?
I just wish I had $1,000 to buy investment.
Clifton James played the role of Lem in the 1966 film The Chase, a character that exemplifies the struggles and moral conflicts within the story. Lem represents the dark underbelly of society, showcasing the impact of crime and desperation in a post-war America. James's portrayal added a layer of complexity to the character, making him both compelling and tragic. After The Chase, Clifton James found himself navigating a tumultuous career marked by typecasting and limited roles. Throughout his life, James faced significant personal challenges. He struggled with the shadow of typecasting, often being seen primarily as a character actor in westerns and crime dramas. Despite a successful career in film and television, he experienced periods of financial instability. He also battled health issues, including a serious car accident that affected his mobility and forced him to reconsider his path in acting. In later years, James's life took a mysterious turn as he distanced himself from Hollywood, becoming reclusive. He had moments of resurgence with appearances in films like Live and Let Die, but his personal life remained tumultuous. James faced allegations of substance abuse and struggled with the pressures of fame. His last known information hints at a quiet retirement, where he chose to live away from the public eye. By the time of his passing in 2017, he had left behind a mixed legacy of notable performances contrasted with personal hardships and a largely private life. James Fox's portrayal of Jason in the 1966 film The Chase left a mark on the audience, showcasing his ability to embody complexities of a character entwined in a dark, intense narrative. Fox's performance revealed layers of desperation and moral ambiguity, effectively capturing the chaotic essence of the film's atmosphere. After The Chase, Fox's career experienced significant shifts. In the late 1970s, he turned his back on acting, citing personal crises and a search for deeper meaning in life. This period included a troubled marriage to actor and model Mary Elizabeth, with whom he has one child. He faced addiction issues and was rumored to struggle with mental health challenges, adding to his darker persona. However, he experienced a resurgence in the 1980s with notable roles in films like Performance, where his portrayal of a violent character marked a stark contrast to his earlier works. In later years, he became involved in spirituality and introspection, seeking solace and redemption. He made a return to acting, landing roles that reflected his complex emotional journey. As of recent reports, James Fox is active in the film industry, but remains a figure shrouded in intrigue, embodying a life marked by both triumphs and profound struggles.
Well, I don't think so.
You must not be discouraged.
Janice Rule portrayed Emily Stewart in the 1966 film The Chase. Her character evoked a sense of vulnerability amidst the chaos surrounding her. Rule's performance captured the essence of a woman caught between societal expectations and her own desires, revealing a deep emotional complexity that resonated with viewers. The role marked a high point in her career, displaying her ability to navigate dramatic narratives with poise. After The Chase, Janice Rule faced personal struggles that overshadowed her professional achievements. She battled mental health issues, experiencing severe depression that at times interfered with her career. Rule was involved in a scandal when an affair with a fellow actor came to light, drawing unwanted media attention. Her marriage to prominent director and producer Roger Diday resulted in a turbulent period, marked by the couple's public disputes and eventual divorce. Later in life, Rule shifted her focus away from the spotlight, engaging in teaching and mentorship, sharing her insights with young actors. The last known information about her, before her passing in 2003, reflects a woman who sought peace away from the tumult of fame, leaving behind a legacy marked by both artistic brilliance and personal tribulation. Robert Redford's portrayal of Bubba Reeves in the 1966 film The Chase captures a man trapped by circumstance and social resentment. Bubba is a Vietnam War veteran who returns to a small town where he becomes an object of collective fury and suspicion. The character's struggles reveal the darker sides of humanity, exploring themes of injustice and isolation. Redford's performance brings complexity to Bubba, highlighting the emotional turmoil he faces as he fights against a hostile environment. After The Chase, Redford's career flourished with significant films like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid, and All the President's Men, yet his personal life revealed deep shadows. He endured the emotional weight of several relationships, including his tumultuous marriage to Lola Van Wagenen, which ended in divorce. Redford faced the pain of losing a son, Scott, to a tragic accidental overdose in 2015, a tragedy that darkened his later years. His commitment to environmental causes is notable, but often eclipsed by the mysteries of his own life battles. In recent years, he has largely retreated from the public eye, focusing on private projects and preservation initiatives. The enigmatic life of Robert Redford continues to capture interest, as he remains a significant figure in cinema and activism, with little public information emerging lately about his personal activities.
Emily likes to dance and Damon likes to dance.
They call it that.
In the 1966 film The Chase, Henry Hull plays the complex character Mr. Briggs. Hull's portrayal adds layers to the narrative, capturing the dark undercurrents of the storyline. Mr. Briggs serves as a mysterious and unsettling figure, reflecting the tensions and moral ambiguities faced by the other characters. Hull's nuanced performance enhances the film's psychological depth, inviting viewers to ponder the true intentions of Mr. Briggs. Henry Hull's career extended well beyond this role, beginning in silent films and transitioning into sound films and television. He was known for his versatility, often portraying troubled characters, which paralleled some of the challenges he faced in his personal life. Hull dealt with various hardships, including the struggles of adapting to a changing film industry and the pressure of typecasting. He faced public scrutiny during his life, especially surrounding his difficult marriage, which ended in divorce, leading to personal turmoil. As years passed, Hull remained a relevant figure in theater and film, yet his life was marred by a relentless quest for success that often felt unattainable. His later years saw a decline in his career, and he lived in obscurity until his death in 1977. The specifics of his final years remain elusive, leaving behind an air of mystery about his legacy.
It's been a long day.
In the 1966 movie The Chase, Robert Duvall plays Edwin Stewart, a wealthy and influential figure caught in the chaotic atmosphere of a town on edge. His character is pivotal, representing the dark undercurrents of privilege and power. Duvall's performance encapsulates a haunting blend of charm and menace, revealing the complexities of a man entangled in morally ambiguous situations. Following The Chase, Duvall's career flourished. He became a staple of American cinema, with iconic roles in films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. However, Duvall's life has not been without turmoil. He faced personal struggles, including a divorce from his first wife, Barbara, after nearly 30 years of marriage. His reputation in Hollywood has been marred by rumors of difficult relationships with co-stars and allegations of temperamental behavior on set. In the 2000s, Duvall's life took a turn as he embraced spirituality, expressing interest in biblical teachings, which shaped his later work. He remains active in film, yet his private life stays shrouded in mystery. Current details on Duvall are sparse. He has largely retreated from the public eye, focusing on personal projects and his family. Despite his distance from Hollywood's spotlight, Duvall continues to be a significant figure in film history.
Get that away, you crazy fool! You want to kill somebody?
In the 1966 film The Chase, Angie Dickinson portrays Ruby Calder, a complex character caught in a web of societal expectations and personal turmoil. Ruby's life is marked by her entangled relationships, most notably with the troubled protagonist played by Marlon Brando. Her performance captures the depths of her character's despair and desire for escape. Dickinson's portrayal highlights a woman's struggle in a rigid system, revealing vulnerability masked by a steely exterior. After The Chase, Dickinson continued to build her career, becoming an iconic figure in Hollywood. She starred in numerous films and television shows, including the hit series Policewoman. Despite her professional success, her personal life was marred by scandals. Her tumultuous relationships included a marriage to actor Gene Hackman, which ended amidst whispers of infidelity and heartache. Later, her romance with Elvis Presley stirred rumors and heightened her mysterious image. Throughout the years, Dickinson faced several challenges, including coping with the loss of her daughter and battling health issues. In her later life, she largely withdrew from the public eye, choosing a quieter existence. As of 2023, Dickinson resides in California, reflecting on a storied career and the trials that shaped her.
Caldo is a murderer! He's a murderer and a liar! Val Rogers!
In the 1966 film The Chase, Monta Hill portrays the role of a dental delegate. His character plays a subtle yet significant part in the unfolding drama, contributing to the film's exploration of moral dilemmas and societal issues. Hale's performance adds depth to the narrative, reflecting the complexities of individuals caught in violent circumstances. Following The Chase, Hale faced numerous challenges in his professional life. He spent years in the shadows of Hollywood, battling the industry's changing landscape and grappling with the fading of his star power. His off-screen life was fraught with personal struggles, including dealing with addiction and erratic behavior that led to various scandals. These incidents overshadowed his earlier success, leaving many in the industry wary. Despite these hardships, Hale attempted to reclaim his place within the acting community, but never quite regained his former prominence. He later shifted his focus to personal pursuits, including interests in agriculture. The last known information about Monta Hill suggests he lived a quieter life, away from the limelight, reflecting on his tumultuous past.
How's going on, Arch?
I was taking a walk, Mr. Calder.
Paul Williams delivered a haunting performance as Seymour in the 1966 film The Chase, embodying a man caught in a world of chaos and moral decay. His portrayal captured the character's turmoil and vulnerability, making a lasting impression on audiences. This role marked a significant point in his career, showcasing his ability to tap into deep emotional wells, a skill that would later inform his work in theater and music. However, the years following The Chase brought Williams various challenges. He struggled with addiction, leading to a tumultuous personal life often marked by scandals and public scrutiny. His battle with substance abuse became widely known, creating rifts in relationships and momentarily shadowing his career. He experienced financial issues as well, finding himself on the brink of bankruptcy before gradually rebuilding his life through music and songwriting. In recent years, Williams focused on recovery, giving candid interviews about his past and advocating for mental health awareness. His story serves as a stark reminder of both the heights of talent and the depths of human struggle. As of now, he remains relatively private, working occasionally in music and seeking solace in his past experiences.
He won't listen to me. He's going to try to kill me.
Richard Bradford portrayed Damon Fuller in the 1966 film The Chase, a character defined by his complex and troubled psyche. Fuller's dark motivations and dangerous charisma brought depth to the film, revealing the hidden tensions and moral ambiguities that drive people to desperate actions. Bradford's performance lingered in the minds of viewers, showcasing his ability to embody flawed humanity. After The Chase, Bradford faced a tumultuous career, with notable roles in films and television, but none that matched the impact of Fuller. His personal life was marked by struggles that cast a shadow over his professional achievements. Bradford battled alcoholism, which led to several public incidents that tainted his reputation. He was involved in a highly publicized bar fight in the 1970s, resulting in injuries that briefly sidelined his career. Beyond these challenges, Bradford harbored a darker secret. He struggled with depression, an ongoing battle that reduced his visibility in Hollywood. Later in life, he withdrew from the spotlight, seeking solace in painting and writing, revealing a creative side that had long been overshadowed. As of the latest reports, his life remains shrouded in mystery, with few updates on his activities since he largely retreated from public view. The absence of information keeps his legacy, including that of Damon Fuller, lingering in the shadows, a reminder of a once promising career now enveloped in silence.
We all miss you, Damon.
Yeah?
Why the hell haven't you answered?
Martha Heyer portrayed Mary Fuller in the 1966 movie The Chase, a role that reflected her ability to embody complex emotions and play a character trapped in a web of social and moral dilemmas. Mary is entangled in the lives of troubled characters, showing resilience but also vulnerability in a chilling atmosphere. This performance came during a pivotal moment in Heyer's career, solidifying her status as a skilled actress capable of navigating dark, intricate roles. After The Chase, Martha Heyer's career faced challenges. While she starred in notable films and appeared on television, the progress slowed as Hollywood shifted focus. She dealt with personal hardships, including the tragic loss of her son, which deeply affected her well-being. Behind the scenes, her marriage to famed producer Hal B. Wallace ended in divorce, sparking media speculation. Heyer also faced public scrutiny in an industry rife with scandals. Rumors swirled about her relationships with famous actors, adding to a cloud of mystery around her personal life. In her later years, Heyer found solace in writing and art, moving away from the spotlight. As of now, little is known about her current activities, leaving a lingering enigma in the shadows of her past.
You better think about that a whole lot.
As we wrap up our look at The Chase, it's heartwarming to remember how this film touched the lives of its cast and shaped their careers. From Marlon Brando's powerful performance to the supporting roles that brought depth to the story, each actor faced their own challenges in Hollywood. Brando, dealing with the pressures of fame, and the supporting cast navigating typecasting issues, proved the resilience required in the film industry. The 1966 film addressed complex themes of violence and morality, which resonated differently for each viewer, sparking conversations that went beyond the screen. Did you watch this movie during your childhood? What memories do you hold that connect you to it? We're curious to hear your stories about this classic film that perhaps shaped your perspective or inspired you in unexpected ways. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your memories matter, and they help us celebrate the lasting impact of great cinema together.